Good evening. My name is Kelvin Reed. Welcome everyone to the journey to become wealthy. Today we are going to talk about the market, right? We're going to talk about the futures, right? Today was a good day, right? Today was a green day in the market. Many of you, if you're investing in some things, you may have seen some green, you may have seen a little red, but for the most part, I think the majority of the market was green, and majority of the future indices were green as well. So that's positive. On yesterday, I discussed the different types of investors, and I made a point to discuss that because we know that when investing, we need to have some form of strategy, right? You have to know what your goal is. You have to know what your plan to do is, so that you know how you're gonna be watching the trends and how you're gonna trade. And without a adequate plan, you're destined to fail. I hate to say it. So although we talk about faith and desire, a plan is necessary in order to get these things done. So let's start, right? I'm gonna start by showing you guys the futures, and then we're gonna get into some of the things that some trades I actually made today. I bought some more stocks. I saw them come down. So one of those is Goldman Sachs. We talked about getting into the financials, and some of those are some other companies. So we can look at them though. We'll check them out. So to start with the futures, we have the Dow up 0.11%, S&P 500 up 0.28%, and the Nasdaq up 0.23%. We also have the Russell come down 0.82%. Now the Russell has been running despite some of the other ones actually coming down. So that's kind of surprising, I guess. But all of them have been pretty much hanging around. So this is really flat numbers, right? We know that this is flat for the Dow, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq. The Hang Seng it was up 0.52%. Again, it's flat with everything else. But most of the markets, so like tech companies, actually ran up. So let's check out the pre-market movers. IDEX again on the map for today. It's up 3.53%. So it's actually run up 2 days in a row, and it's been at the top of this list. IFF on the low side, you see the low side is looking a lot lower than the high side, which they kind of balance out after the top one, which was a gain of 3.53%, but they pretty much leveled out to be a flat number, right? So let's go back here and see if we can find any news on today. So futures are flat after a 3-day winning streak for Nasdaq. Okay, we got that. Stock markets news live update. Stock futures hold steady after S&P 500, Dow, and Nasdaq. Let's click on it and see what the subtitle is. Dow and Nasdaq gains. So they report gains on Yahoo Finance again. I saw gains today in my portfolio, especially in some of the tech companies. So let's go ahead and check out the star heat map. Just kind of see what we were looking like as far as across the entire, across majority of the market. I don't want to say the entire market, but a large majority of the market. So we got Microsoft up 1%, Apple up 0.26%, Nvidia coming back up 0.65%, Square was down, Google up. So the tech sector, looking at this, majority of it I see being green. However, you see a lot of the small companies, a lot of the small market cap companies actually being in the red. And just so you know, the size of these squares, I believe, is usually based on the market cap and the popularity. So you see the smaller ones are the smaller market caps, whereas the larger ones are larger companies. So again, most of these are looking pretty flat, right? Looking pretty flat, nothing major, and nothing major happening here. The financial holding some green still, holding some green. One thing that popped out to me was Morgan Stanley actually came down 2%, and Goldman Sachs came down 3%. So I told you guys I bought some more, right? I bought another share of Goldman Sachs at the 390 range, and that was so that I average down, right? I want to bring my average down. I wanted to bring my average down, especially if we go look at the chart that I created. What is our price for Goldman Sachs? We wanted Goldman Sachs at 350, right? We want it at about 350. We want Morgan Stanley at about $99, depending on which one you decide to get in. Morgan Stanley currently sitting at 103, so it's still a little overvalued, but not too much. And Goldman Sachs currently sitting at 390, so still a little over. It has not really hit our the boat price range. However, I saw it coming down, which I think is about down. It was down about probably 3% from my initial buy range. And I was like, okay, this may be the lowest it gets. And I saw it come back up. So I was like, yeah, let me get this joker. I saw the green trend line coming. So I was like, yeah, let me get in here. So financials, though, the rest of the market did pretty good. Wells Fargo up 0.61%. Bank of America down 0.71%. JP Morgan, we got the Toronto Dominion, but pretty majority green. What I hated to see today was actually PayPal give back everything it gained on yesterday. PayPal came down 2.26%. I hate to see that. I love to see it running up, right? You guys know I'm in there and I'm holding. Communication sector, communication services, Google, Facebook, pretty flat. And again, most of these companies are flat. Healthcare down today, and which Eli Lilly and company has been coming down for a couple days now. And it was one of the ones that was popping. And I said we might want to look into. Johnson and Johnson came down, but again, that's not nothing major. Johnson and Johnson is a major company, definitely a long-term holder if you decide to invest in this company. Consumer cyclical, Bible. Yeah, I know I'm in Bible. I'm loving to see this joker keep going up. It keep going up, and I love to see that. Love to see that. JD, it actually came back down today from where we saw it come up 10% on last night, I believe it was. So it came back down 0.47%, but what's that? That's mediocre in the grand scheme of things. However, that can signal that tomorrow it might come down further. So you guys want to be careful if you're getting in here. I did not put it on our list. Matter of fact, let me put it right here, right? I'm going to put JD.com right here while we doing it, right? We'll make sure we hold on to the joker. And I did not, I know I did the analysis on it, but I didn't actually jot down what we thought a good buy range for it was. So I think the past 100 days it was sitting at $77. People were buying. We're going to check this out, $77. And let's check out JD stock predictions again. Again, like I said, we scoped out all this last night, but still, I want to make sure we're in there again. So I think actually this $77 range is a good entry price. So I'm gonna put an entry of this below. I'm gonna put below $75 because if it comes down more, really, it's definitely destined to come down more because it was lower than that not long ago. We saw it at $62 on last night, so I think that's going to be a good number for us to try and get that at under the $70 range. It hit that 62 and came all the way back up to the 76. So it's actually at a good range to buy now if you want to. However, just be careful on what you want to do. Again, these are my prices and what I think and how I feel about them. So this is not a recommendation for you guys to buy or sell, but it's just how I feel about it, right? So let's get back in here. Tesla coming back up, making a return. It hit $1,100 right now, up 3.93%. You guys know we love to see Tesla. We love to see it pump. NEO up 5.53%. Again, another one that we in heavy, and we love to see it pump. Love to see it pump. XPV and Li Auto, these are all Chinese companies, these three, and they all pumped today. NEO being, let's see, Xpong actually gained about 0.20% more than NEO, but they both pumped. And I didn't see any major news that support that pump outside of the fact they were heavily oversold and being beat down. Energy sector looking pretty green, industrials pretty green, utilities and basic materials pretty green, and consumer defensive. Walmart keep coming down. I mean, this may be a buy range for those of you who want to invest in Walmart. If you want to get in Walmart, let me know in the comments again. And I guess I forgot to mention this, but hey, if you guys are watching me, if you made it to this point, please like and subscribe if you like the content. Hit that notification bell. It actually helps me out a lot and draws more people into the videos, so I would appreciate that. So, the charts are looking pretty flat. We got some green here and there, and I love to see that. What I wanted to talk about primarily is crypto coming back up. Man. Bitcoin came up 2.6% today. Ethereum came up 3.57% today. Binance Coin came up 4.89% today. Cardano came up 10.54%. I mean, all you see is green in crypto. Crypto was banging today. Crypto made a good bounce back, and that's what I like to see. Decentraland, our metaverse play, up 3%. The Sandbox, another metaverse play, NFTs, up 5%. And I mean, pretty much crypto just pretty much hit a home run. It's not a home run, but it was doing what it needs to do in order to get more people in. Now, that's not to say that this isn't a fake out, because again, we saw it up on yesterday. We've got two green days. Technically, they were flat days, but they were green as far as the small single companies, and that's what we want to see. We love to see that. So y'all see the numbers here for this, of course, the S&P 500, the Dow, and the NASDAQ. Y'all see the numbers. Now let's check this out, advances and decliners. So it looks like the decliners hit a little harder today than the advancers. But I guess it's just companies that we're looking into right now that actually made some pretty good gains. At least the ones that I was looking into. Facebook. No, this isn't even Facebook. This is Ford, actually. Zynga, Apple up, AMD, pets. So these are the most active, right? They had high volume on the day, high volume on the day. Top gainers, a few companies that we didn't really get into, but still love to see it. We love to see green days, right? We love to see big pop-ups like this because that gives us the opportunity to make money in the market. So for me, Neo being one of my big gainers for the day, it was up 6%. At least that's what my portfolio says. I was loving that. Bible was up 4.24%. These are actually my Chinese companies, right? I'm loving to see that. We want to check out the portfolio so often. Goldman Sachs, I bought one more share of this, and I wanted to get more Wells Fargo today, but I did not. I think I bought one more share of Apple a couple days ago. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that to you guys. And one thing I actually did today, I actually got out of Fiverr. I think Fiverr is a good company, especially for the long term. However, I think right now, seeing that we coming back into some things, we're hitting this rotation. I had came down about 25%. I usually have my stop loss. Again, I tell you guys about stop losses all the time. I think I had my stop loss at 20%, 25% for that company because I like it. However, I did not want it to deplete all my funds, seeing that it is a new company and still building. So it came down 25%, and I got kicked out of there. So I got some cash back in my account, and that's what caused me to go buy one share of Goldman Sachs when I saw it come down because I got the notification, hey, 10 shares or 5 shares of Fiverr have been sold. And I was like, okay, boom, I got money back in here because I was down 25%. So I went in here and bought one more share of Goldman Sachs. So that's just something to note, right? I use my stop losses so that I don't take any major losses. We do not want to take any major losses. Again, I said that is a company I believe in long term. However, I knew with the current rotation, I was setting it so that if it came down 25%, I would get kicked out of it and save myself 25%. Now, for those of you who are new, in order to stop you from losing so much, I would like for you guys to set your stop losses at about 5 to 10%. If you believe in this company like Apple, there's no need for a stop loss because we know that this company is going to make its money back. Goldman Sachs, we know this company is going to make its money back. Wells Fargo, we know this company is going to make its money back. So, however, it may come down in the temporary. Again, we get in a market that's getting beat down, a bearish market. I make sure to set my stop losses at companies that I am not 100% certain of. And I will say majority of these, I don't have any stop losses in. ChargePoint, I think it's going to be definitely, we know we're going towards EVs. Ford has talked about EVs, Tesla doing EVs, Neo, and ChargePoint provides, I want to say 50 to 70% of the charging stations in the U.S. This joker has, it's pretty much setting up for a monopoly. And we all know, just like every other big company that sets up a monopoly, that's illegal, but however, they're running things. They're pretty much running the market as far as charging stations. So I'm going to continue to invest in this company. And I just love to see Baba and Neo running up, and majority of my portfolio is green. I'm up 1.13% for the day. And again, that's nothing major. However, I love to be up, and I love to see crypto return to its greatness. And I'm hoping to see more of that tomorrow. So let's check out something, right? We want to see if we got any. I didn't see any news that was kind of crazy. Nothing that was really worth, noteworthy as far as what we're investing in or what we're trying to get into. But let's check out what we think for tomorrow, right? So we had about a week straight of things coming down, coming back to their value, prices being oversold and everything else. And now they're getting to this point where they're pretty stable, they're pretty set up. They're at that valuation prices. So looking at this, I think tomorrow. And look, this actually refreshed. Look at our losers. Our losers are starting to look about even with our gainers. So I think tomorrow is going to be a mixed market day, but I actually think we may take a loss. Tomorrow's Thursday, the 13th. And also, let's not forget, right, we have a holiday on Monday. Monday, the markets are closed. It is Martin Luther King Day. So I think going into Friday, we may actually start to come back down again. We'll see flat. However, the market will come down a little bit. If we see any negative news, I think it's definitely going to hit us a lot harder. But I do see the potential for tomorrow to come down or be fairly flat. So for me, flat is greater than or less than 1%, right? Around the 1% range. So whether it's negative or positive, so plus or minus 1%. Less than plus or minus 1%, so pretty flat. So I don't see anything noteworthy, but tomorrow I think we're going to come down pretty flat, but we're going to come down a little bit just because things have been running up. Even a company like Neo popped 6% today. We saw JD pop 10% yesterday. Those are usually signs that we seeing a bull flag and things are running up a little too fast, coming down a little too fast, and again, they may be just stabilizing. So that could lead to some flatness. So that's just where we are. So I did put crypto on here. I did not set any prices. However, these are the companies that we're in and that we like. So I wanted to make sure I showed you guys this tonight for those of you who like crypto or want to get into it. So we like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Shiba Inu, Decentraland, The Sandbox, Cardano, Terra Luna, and let me actually add Solano because I like Solano. So these are the cryptos that we're in, right? And I'll look more into those. So let's see I didn't look at what Terra Luna was doing because of course we bought it at 84. It's back up 10% today. We bought it at 84. I think I actually averaged down in it when it hit that $74 mark. So I added another $100 into it. Nothing too major, nothing too heavy. And let me see if I see Solano on here. Solano, I don't see it, and I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Let's change the view, right? Solano up 6%. So we seeing many of these companies actually pop back off. So you guys got to keep that in mind and be aware of what's going on, right? We want to be aware. One thing I did do is I actually did some more research into some EFTs, right? ETFs that may be popular. So I'm going to add another tab, and I'm going to make that tab for ETFs, and I'll be adding them in here. ETFs that I think are going to be successful for this year and just in the future. If you for those of you who are long-term investors, I'm going to put the long-term ones in the bottom, but for those of you who are short-term investors just for this year, we're going to put those in the top. I'm going to set up this chart probably either tonight or tomorrow for you guys. And that's really all I have, right? But I just want to say thank you guys for all the love and support. One of my goals for this month is to hit 50 to 100 followers, and so far I think y'all got me pretty close to 50 on my YouTube channel. So please be sure to share this with your friends. Please be sure to share this with your family and just kind of get me out there. I appreciate the love and support, and thank y'all for joining the journey to become wealthy, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.